Here's the show motion version of that ball for him. Whoa! Look out! Boy, that just shows how little time you have.
Sorry, Ray.
Noah Gomes gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
I'm on base.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
And a great location that time on the corner, 3-2 now. This crowd, not a huge one strictly in terms of numbers, has definitely had plenty to cheer about.
Yeah, they have been a very vocal bunch. That's
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 8th inning coming up, and Bowie is out in front. Terrence Sams will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
You take it here. You.
Flash will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors in a row.
Yeah, we won this hole.
No.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game.
Are you playing my career?
All right, tonight's Double-A East is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Goose Flash is our focus as he enters this one, having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and really looked dialed in with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that was one of those games you won't forget for some time to come. He was at the plate in some really important situations, and man.
Oh, okay.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set. Goose Flash will stand in, coming off a 2-home-run game a night ago.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. A runner at first with no outs here.
Come on, big dog. Stay hot. Let's go. Keep it rolling.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Sneed racing back. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. Goose Flash digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Center fielder. Goose. Come on, big guy.
Hit hard to the right, but foul. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
I'm what? I can't hear you. Your mic's cutting out.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Your mic's still cutting out.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Still cutting out.
Hot shot towards the hole. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Your mic is still cutting out.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Okay, say it again.
Into the box now, Nolan Reimold. He flew out in his last at-bat. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out.
He's going.
Runner goes. Smoke toward the hole. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Boy, you want to draw up what a perfect hit and run looks like? Use a tape of this at-bat right here. With the right-handed hitter up there, the second baseman's forced to go cover second. And this ball is...
Coming to the plate now, Sam Wallace. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game.
Back to first, but it's right over his head. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play.
Oh, yeah, Michelle, be careful.
Now to the plate, Sam Blanco. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
It's swung on and hit in the air. Pereira is in pursuit, and that's the first out of the inning.
No runner, cut it.
What is this? Oh, no.
Hey, now,
Rick Corona is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a little blooper to center. Flash ranging forward. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. So no runs, no base hits. Flash strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now here's the ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here.
No doubt.
Boom, baby.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they push the lead to 4. Goose Flash will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Ivy is right there, 1 down.
Dang it.
Oh, shoot.
Everyone, let's go. Oh, we won.
Oh, no, I'm getting chased.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to the show. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air.
Here we go.
Steven Nieto will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. A pause, and the 0-2. Hit in the air to shallow center. Flash has it in his tracks. He's got it 1 away.
Cut! Whoa!
Doesn't matter because you're on.
At the plate, Rick Corona, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes, 0-2.
Oh my God.
Lifted in the air to center. Flash is under it. 2 down.
Got it! Hold on to it.
With a moment now, Goose Flash strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games.
Oh, yeah, my server.
Hey, stay hot now.
Into the windup and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Bases are empty here, nobody out.
Stay hot up there. Here we go.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Sam's ranging back, and this one is gone. A home run.
Woo, let's go.
So it's a solo shot to dead center. Goose Flash stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, anytime you can take a fastball like that and hit it dead center, you know you're pretty much on your game. So you got to look for them to try to work him a little bit differently. Get it away from him. Get it down and in. Do something. Throw him some off-speed pitch. You don't want to throw him the same pitch he saw last time.
Goose Flash will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling.
Gone.
Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field and deep. Back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here.
How do you
Goose Flash digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And that is through into right field for a single.
Man, these guys have been aggressive.
Frank Velasmil strides in, rounded out his last time through.
There's some stuff there. Yeah, there's stuff there. You can pick those up.
Hi, Pancake Man.
Nobody out, runner on first.
Be careful.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid.
Runners on the move for second. High pop-up. Corona is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Noah Gomes stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
Which one?
Runners off for second. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Alberto Acosta gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Adrian Zapata stands in. He got under 1 and popped out his last time up.
Because if you're in a group, they could
even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple.
And we welcome you back to today's minor league pregame show as we close in on AA Eastern League Baseball with our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Goose Flash is in the glow. And guys, he's got a pretty nice hitting streak going right now. He's up to 15 games coming into this one.
Yeah, Matty.
The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Harrisburg Senators. Goose Flash will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
And we know it's just April, so the season is just getting started, but obviously he's off to a great start.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
That's in the gap.
Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
RBI.
Nolan Reimold settles in for his first at-bat, and he'll be looking to break out in this one, not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Lifted in the air to shallow center field, and he can't track it down. A base hit. He'll get it in quickly to the second baseman, so it's runners at the corners now with nobody out. Number 67 will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Here comes the payoff pitch, and he got him.
You're right back.
Marco Pereira will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases. Francisco Pena will stand in now. He homered in the ball game last night.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up. Stay through. Let's go.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner. John Byers will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air.
Yeah.
He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. One run scores. And not in time as the second run scores. Ray Zapata steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately.
Well, then you gotta hide.
The 0-1 pitch. Runner goes for second. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Velasquez backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Plus, if you
Dante Sneed will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
Pereira on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Maybe like one of those like things.
Goose Flash stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Nolan Reimold steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
On the ground to the left side, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. Number 67 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
How do you
Trying to
steal a base?
strike him out for the second time. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Oh.
Marco Pereira gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Now the double steal is on here, and he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Oh, baby, see it drive it.
And both runners are off again. Pitch inside the throw. It's high, but a fine play at third to come down with it. He's out caught stealing, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 3 hits.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here you go.
Goose Flash will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Hey, need you right here, kid. Drive something.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Sneed sprinting after it. He's got it. A nice play there. Goose Flash will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already, and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
Dang it.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs. Damian Michael will stand in for him now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away. Damian Michael will stand in for the 4th time now. Still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
I got it.
Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
I'm thinking about making a pitcher.
Goose Flash digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Hard liner to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Right now I'm trying to find a car.
Whoa, that's what you call chuck and duck right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get...
Nolan Reimold ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Now a throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there.
Hey, come on, big guy. I need you right now.
3-0 pitch on its way. And there he goes towards second. But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4. Number 67 stands in.
What's up, Forrest? Right guy, right place.
On the ground to the right side.
Hold up.
To second for one. But one's all they get as the run scores. James Wade stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Pereira giving chase, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Is that getting easy, Nash?
Well, for me, because I played it a lot. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty easy.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there.
Oh no, I'm getting shot at. Oh, there's someone over here. I'm gonna die, France.
Go, Michelle.
Die, woman, die, woman, die, woman. I'm gonna die, woman, die, woman, die.
The arms of angel. It said young burrito was killed. Oh no, 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 no.
What, can you?
I'm trying. I just need to find the car and I'm good.
You have to go there again?
Yeah.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor. Goose Flash will stand in as one of the stars from yesterday's ball game as he had 3 hits in the victory.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Around third and being waved on home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Keep going.
And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed.
What?
Number 67 gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Hot shot to third. Oh, what a play. He's out.
Oh, nice
still scored.
Richie Boyce will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Flash over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the fifth. Goose Flash takes into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That's a backpack. That's a backpack. That's good. You could get more stuff now.
Shot back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Number 67 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The batter, number
He's set. Here it comes. He's running towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It's too high, and he's in there at second with a stolen base.
And sometimes when you've got a pitcher who's out there scuffling a little bit, you worry more about throwing strikes than you do about the base runners. And I think that may have been the case right there.
In the air out toward right field. Moving under it, Jamison looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
You're not there. What you in that
In
one?
now, Sam Wallace. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hard hit ball to second.
Take a look. Take a look.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
What the heck?
And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over.
So dumb.
Goose Flash digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch.
Homer.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, come on, big guy. Get your pitch.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Nash.
Home run.
Here's a swing, and oh man!
No, I just hit a home run.
Way out of here. Assault. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Dustin Perez. A single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Flash falls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
I see them jog.
Well, they jog, but...
Goose Flash will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here.
Same
a
spot.
solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game. And he is into third with his 4th hit of the ball game. Wow, have a day. He's just completed the cycle, folks.
Wow, this guy is on fire. Stay hot out there. You know, this is pretty cool because a cycle just doesn't happen that often. What do you see it once or twice in a year? Unless you
Get your pitch, huh?
Number 67 will step in, 0 for 3, but with an RBI.
Wait, were you here?
Back to him, and that's off his leg. No play as the run comes in to score, and we're all hoping he's going to be okay on the mound.
Well, you know,
Luis Mendoza will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
and you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits. Goose Flash will stand in, and I don't know how you top this performance as he already has hit for the cycle.
Wow, I mean, I hope he's got that DVR programmed at home.
Wow,
He's going to want to relive this one for a long time, over and over and over again.
Hey,
Number 67 steps in now.
Tomato soup. What tomato soup? Oh my god.
The 2-2 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And through a base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 9-3 game now.
No, you should drop it.
Sam Wallace gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now Marco Pereira comes to the plate with ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. On the ground to the right side. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. 1 run scores.
And we won.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
And you know, a cycle is about the equivalent of a no-hitter for a pitcher. It's one of the rarest things you can do on a baseball field, so no doubt he's going to wind up our player of the game.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. Bay Sox win it 14-5. Good night, everybody.
If you see that, I'll be right there.
And we remind you to drive home safely.
Do you get Actually, you get to choose.
All right,
what?
tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is
choose
drawing
the team.
nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman
I mean, you
Prospect
can, yeah,
Spotlight.
you could, but I didn't.
Goose Flash is in the glow, and he was
You
the
have to start in the
definition of a
minor
big
leagues, and then
offensive
you'll go to the
performer in his
major
last
leagues.
game as he hit for the cycle.
You're in the major?
Oh, man.
No, I'm in
and
the
it
minor.
was so fun to watch.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern. Jose Machado will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. High in the air out to center field. Flash is in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And with that, here's
Does a lot of things right at the plate. Takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Center fielder, Goose Flash.
line drive to left. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
No.
Goose Flash will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Center fielder, Goose Flash.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, I
Shot
got the
toward
edge.
right center. Lockett is right there, 1 down. Goose Flash will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run.
That's my
Who's
nickname.
Goose Flash?
That's just my nickname.
Yeah, we got one here.
Richie Boyce will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And here's a ball hit in the air. Wallace ranging into the outfield makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Goose Flash will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Throw gets him, 2 down. Goose Flash digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Center fielder,
Lined hard toward right center. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th. Nolan Reimold gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0.
That's out.
And he won't have to contend with the throw as that misses for ball 4. At the plate, Sam Wallace. He drew a walk his first time up.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
I can play any time.
Let's go. We won.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Bay Sox win it 11-7. Good night, everybody.
the final line score for our ball game for the victorious Clippers. 3 runs on 8 hits.
We won. We won. All right, I gotta go.